Hello, everybody. I wanted to clarify that Joe Biden is not the president of the United States. It's more likely Satan himself. We have the top 100 businesses, the Fortune 100, that meet in Davos. They have conspired to force medical procedures, force media tyrannies and lockdowns and all these things. We have a lot of things happening right now in the world that don't have anything to do with Joe Biden. He's eating ice cream and going to bed at 4 p.m. He's not in control. He just recently fell asleep while talking to the president of Israel. So we have a problem. And I just want to point out that when we pulled out of Afghanistan, we left $85 billion of equipment for ISIS. What you don't hear in the media is that was an attempt to destroy India, which is the chief rival to China. There's 1 billion people in India. They have a border with Afghanistan, and that $85 billion will probably take them $1 trillion to defend against. They're going to have suicide bombers and well-equipped army coming against them. That was a pro-China move. That was done because China has bought off most of our politicians, virtually every Democrat, and probably a third of the Republicans. A lot of the compromising positions that our politicians have been in were conspired by the CIA working with China to bring about a one-world government. So we have Davos working together, Fortune 100, to make the jab mandatory in the NFL. They behind the scenes threaten to pull their sponsors to things like the NFL, and they force this tyranny that we're witnessing. And I believe it's satanically inspired. We have a lot of pedophilia and sick stuff going on with these rich elites. So they are running our country. They're the ones that came against Donald Trump and the America First agenda. That was not Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't even do debates. Joe Biden wasn't interviewed by the media. And if he said any giant gaffes, those were edited out. So we are witnessing the medical, military, and media tyranny in the United States. Believe me, that is not orchestrated by Joe Biden. So my perspective is that that is more satanically inspired. And if you look into the deep state, what we're dealing with, even YouTube, I have twice the viewers on BitChute, which is 1,000 times smaller than YouTube. Their AI is censoring even a startup guy like me. I've been making videos for a couple weeks, and it doesn't really make sense that BitChute being 1,000 times smaller than YouTube, I'd have more than twice the views. So that doesn't make sense. They conspire with their AI and to suppress a good message. But I just wanted to let everybody know that the $85 billion that was lost to ISIS was intentional. And think ahead. If you have an old man who's doddering and just completely out of it, you get to blame him for these terrible decisions. They set up Biden for this. That the reason why we wanted Biden, why they wanted Biden in the White House, was so they could do terrible, terrible things against the American people and blame it on the senile guy. They get to wash their hands of what's happening in the world. So just know the Fortune 100 companies, look them up. Try not to use them as much as possible. They are the ones that are to blame for what's happening. They get together once a year and they conspire to penalize people that try to slow down a one-world tyranny. So it's happening medically. I don't know if how well this will go over on YouTube, but the Israelis just released a study that you have 13 times the immunity naturally than you do by getting the jab. Wow, that's an interesting statistic. All the statistics that are being censored, a red light should go on. We should have free speech, but we don't. We can't really talk about these things. I'm trying, but they're throttling me pretty good. So just wanted to share a message with you that what we're witnessing has been written about in the Bible. You have Iran, Russia, China conspiring against Israel. Wow. So you can go to, I have another channel, Jesus Christ Worldwide Ministries, and it explains other stuff. But the Evan Knight Show here, I try to bring you some information that's censored, and I try to get you to understand things, if you don't already, that will cause the light to go on over your head so you could view these things a little bit differently. I believe these are biblical end times we're living in, and I believe that this message is being censored right across the board. When you get really big, they take off your channel. I'm still the little guy. I hope you will share this video and make this more widespread. I don't get a lot of shares because people, even if they watch a video, they don't really want to share a video that's explaining a lot of the things that even a Tucker Carlson is barely coming around to say, hey, I think this was on purpose. I know it was on purpose. I know it was on purpose. I've worked with a couple think tanks for the last 20 years. This is the type of stuff I've been predicting. And what you're witnessing is an attempt to take down America. Even the jab for the military is to clear out of the military the people that are for freedom, get them out of the military. So now the drone strikes and everything are a lot more likely to happen. And with the coming around of the robots that are going to be in the next year or two, the military is going to be mass producing robots to disarm America. So these type of tyrannies are right in line with what I predicted over 20 years ago. Thanks for watching the Evan Knight Show. Please smash the like button. Share this video if you would. I appreciate it. God bless you. Have a great night.